Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Worldly One, the Supremely Enlightened One. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Today, we're going to learn one of the sutras from the numerical discourses, book of 11, sutta number first, Kimatthiyasutta. What is the purpose and what is the reason behind it? We have done this sutra before, but I thought because it is related in our continuous life, this is the thing that Supreme Buddha asked us to this constantly. So we are going to repeat it. It's very simple sutra, but it has a deep meaning, very deep meaning. If we can, it is very easy to understand, but once we understand that, and when we start to practice, then we will understand why the Buddha asked everything in a one direct sequel line. So today you practice this, and result of that, you are become able to go a little bit further on that. So the sutta begins like this: Evam me sutam, ekam samayam bhagava savatthiyam viharati jetavani ananta pindikasa arame. Thus I have heard on one occasion, one time, Blessed One was dwelling at Savatthi, the city called Savatthi. There, the one or one monastery has been donated by Anatha Pindika. Its name was Jetavana. Atakho ayasma anando yena bhagavat temupa santami. Then the Venerable Ananda Bhante went up to the Buddha. Upasankamitva bhagavantam abhivadetva ekamantam nisidi. And after bowing down, worshipping the Supreme Buddha, he sat down to one side and Asmanando Bhagavantam Edavavucha. And the Ananda said to him, Kimatthiyani bhante kusalani silani kimani sansaniti. Bhante, what is the purpose and benefit of skillful ethics? What the question Bhante asked? Bhante, this kusala means the wholesome actions, and sila it means virtuous behavior or ethics. So today, before the class, we went refuge to Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha, and then we observed 5 precepts. Okay? So these 5 precepts, it has the quality. Why these precepts are called the skillful or kusala. So the reason also is given here. So this kusala 5 precepts, the wholesome 5 ethics that what we observe, what is the purpose of it? And what the benefit and purpose of this virtuous behavior? We all observe that, and usually in this world say, oh, this is very short time of period that we have got. Enjoy your life. Doesn't matter who has seen the tomorrow. What will happen in next life, we don't know. So live as you want. do and whatever you want, and don't worry about anything, forget everything. Such a thing people usually say, and that's why, as we see today, majority of people are prone or driving toward, intoxicating or doing all the difficult things or all the unnecessary thing in the name of enjoyment, because they don't know what it does to us, what it or abstaining from this all unwholesome thing, what we can gain, they don't know. So this Ananda Bhante asks from the Supreme Buddha, Bhante, behind practicing these precepts, what is the reason and what is the purpose? As we have learned in the suttas, whenever the Supreme Buddha teaches his core teaching, before that, the core teaching is called the Four Noble Truths. So before that, what the Buddha do? Whoever the newcomer is, he teaches him the Anupupikatha, the five talks for the gradual training Supreme Buddha teaches. And what are those? First is called Dhanakatha, the importance of generosity. Supreme Buddha teach that thing first. So the person who is willing to follow him, that person can begin his journey through generosity. And what generosity do? It cleanses ourselves. It washes ourselves, our mind. It cleans. For such a person, Supreme Buddha teaches the second part that is called Sila Katha. Sila Katha, it means virtue. He teaches what is the virtue is. What are the silas? The five precepts for the common person. For the same person for full moon day and normal day, or every quarter, uh, or every 8 days that already comes. Uh, Eight precepts. Then, if the person is little bit further more in Dharma, that person can follow the 10 precepts also. Noise monk has a 10 precepts. Then, Upasampada monk has a 227 precepts. So, such a precepts, Supreme Buddha teaches that. Those are called Sila. Then, Buddha teaches, because of Dana and Sila, the person can go to the heavenly world. So, the Sabda Katha. So we become the worthy of heavenly world because of our generosity and our virtuous behavior, our ethics. Person become able to do. So the person can feel something worth. Oh, I am worthy. Go to for world. Then Buddha teaches him suffering exists everywhere. Suffering exists everywhere. Wherever in this human world, all the pleasure what we have found, what are the limits of that pleasure and what this pleasure can do to us, you know so the drawbacks of this pleasure in this world, the Buddha teaches, that is called harme adina. What is wrong in this pleasurable thing, what drawbacks are there, how this pleasurable thing can cause difficulties or problems, can become obstacle for us in this continuous samsara. Buddha teaches that Kame Adinava. And then the last one, the last talk the Buddha gave is called Nikkamakata. Nikkamakata, it means renunciating everything. Renunciating everything, it means the pleasurable things what we find, which is obstacle for us, is such a pleasure to give up, renounce it. So all the things what we, why Buddha teaches these things? Because the person's mind after renunciation becomes very clean and clear. Buddha gave the beautiful simile for that. Buddha says there is a small water pond and lot of dirt is in the water. So any person who want to see his face, can he do that? Person said, no, it cannot. Because the water is muddy. But as the time passes and this all the mud falls on the ground, and water becomes very clean, the person can see his own face. So In the same way, these five talks, right? Five talks cleanse the person's mind and can be visible for him to see the Dhamma easily. So that's why Ananda Bhante asked, what is the purpose of this wholesome, or what is the purpose of this skillful ethics, the wholesome ethics precepts? Supreme Buddha replied to him. Supreme Buddha says, Avipati Sarathani ko Ananda Kusalani Silani. Supreme Buddha says, Ananda, having no regret. There is no regret behind it. If we do something wrong, it always come behind us. We always feel regret. Oh, I should not have done that. I shouldn't have said this thing. I should not have rejected that thing. No? So those are the regrettable things. Like if any elderly person is there and you misbehave with such a person, how you feel? Do you feel very pride? Do you feel joyful? No. Once you understand, oh, that person is in my mother's age. Do I talk with my mother in pain? Father's age or my relative's age? So I should not have talked. Such a regret can be avoided if we get become cautious before action. That so these five precepts, what it does, it gives us regretless life. Means there is no regret of doing anything. If you abstain from killing beings, so you won't be regretting, oh, I have killed someone. You will not, because you have abstained from it. You are not a thief. So stealing, there is no regret because you have not stolen anything from anyone. You haven't not misconducted sexual behavior. You have not done such a thing that will blame you or bring uh, or the bad name or bad reputation to your name. Such a thing you haven't done. So there is no regret in that. You have not uh, tell lies to anyone that you can feel guilty about it. There is no guilt in you because you haven't tell lies. Because of intoxication, you may have not you have not misbehaved. You have not broken any precepts. Such a thing you have not done. So there is no regret in that. But for foolish person, this all things that, oh, I haven't enjoyed this world. I'm the part. Such a thing, such a thought can occur to their mind. But as soon as this intoxication runs, it finishes effect, automatically regret is there. Oh, I should not have done this thing. So this skillful ethics, the wholesome precepts, what it does, it gives us the blameless life, regret-free life. You know? So the Buddha says the purpose of virtue is to have blameless life. Ananda Bhante asked again, Bhante, what is the purpose of this blameless life or no regret, having no regret? And what is the benefit of that? See, if we do not have any regret and we do not have, Buddha says, Pavipati Saro ko Ananda Pamo Jato Pamo Jani Sanso. Ananda Bhante, Supreme Buddha said, the having the purpose of no regret is joy, Pamo Jato, joy, happiness. Joy is there. So joy is something that it's not just a physical thing. Joy is there. It's a mind state. Means when you do not have anything, you feel good. It's something like this. When you are going inside any shop, you open the door for someone, and how you feel? You feel good. That is called joy for that moment. When you see any homeless person, and immediately thoughts comes, okay, I have extra food with me. Let me offer to that person. And once you do that, and for the slightest moment, you turn back and look at that person is eating what you have given. How you feel? That is joy. You have helped someone to cross the road, or you have said helped someone to clean the garden or clean the monastery. And after working that, how do you feel? It's joy. So when there is no regret of that, what it does, it gives joy, happiness in that. So Pamojam, Pamojam Bhante, Kimatthiyam Kimani Sansa. Ananda Bhante asks, Bhante, what is the purpose of joy? You know, what is the purpose and benefit of joy? Supreme Buddha replied, Pamojuko Ananda, Pita Tang, Pita is Sansa. Priti. Priti, it means rapture. Rapture. It's, you feel that feel of warmth in your mind, warmth in your body. That rapture is. So, from the joy, what happened? This rapture comes. You feel completely filled with that emotion. You completely feel with that thing. Oh, this is amazing. I feel anyone who is practicing meditation for a bit, what happened at the first initial state? The first thing, you feel okay. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling happy. Let me do it a little bit further. And slowly, slowly, all the pain or the way this person is sitting, person becomes a little bit able to sit for more comfortably. More. And then I listen, oh, my meditation is going very well now these days. You know, and as soon as you feel that meditation is going well, you are not attaining any stages of jhana, but before that, you feel very happy. You feel worth of okay, this meditation whatever I'm doing, all the meditation, whichever you choose, if it is helpful for your day-to-day life and you feel, oh, this time I have spent in meditating, it's worth you. That thing is give us the rapture. Oh, amazing. Really, the meditation is very helpful. Most of us, as we practice meditation, rapture is the thing that we feel most. Joy and rapture is the thing we feel most. Then Ananda Bhante asked, Bhante, what is the reason? Piti pana Bhante, Kimatthiyani Kimani Sansani. Bhante, what is the benefit and purpose of this rapture? Supreme Buddha replied, Piti ko Ananda, Pasadhata, Pasadhani Sansa, tranquility. Buddha says, this Piti, as a result, this purpose of this Piti, if we walk further, it won't do any, means automatically doesn't come. If your practice is constant, what you are doing, then Preeti, what it does, it converts into tranquility. Tranquility, it is the physical form what you feel. As your mind feel happy, stress free, same as your body also feel. There is no stiffness in your body. As you are sitting for meditation, you feel very comfortable. Completely feel with that emotion as your mind is feeling, your body is feeling the same way. That tranquility it is there. It means your mind and body feel the same happiness and same pleasure that one. Some of the time you may notice that uh, if you have visited any monastery or if you have done something good for someone else, like there are so many the fundraiser thing happens or voluntary work that happens, and when you see that when after whole day you have work and you see everything clean, or the work they have given, it is done, and you look at that thing, oh, I have to do these things, you know, and at that moment, your mind is very happy, and so your tiredness has also gone. That time you don't feel any tiredness. What is that? That is in open eyes, you feel that tranquility. Same helpful for meditation also. This applies in meditation also. What virtue helps? Supreme Buddha say, sila is helpful for samadhi. If the sila is not there, then samadhi cannot happen. But if the sila and samadhi has, there is some stops are there, and those stops are called this. First is called not regret. Then there is a joy. Then there is a rapture. Then tranquility, and then comes the samadhi, or comes the happiness, and then samadhi. So the sila helps to come there also. Ananda Bhante asked from the Supreme Buddha, Bhante, uh, pasading panabhante kimatthya kimani sansa. Bhante, uh, what is the purpose and benefit of this tranquility? What this tranquility and will do to us? What it will be helpful for? Supreme Buddha replied, pasading po ananda sukhatha sukhani sansa. Bliss, happiness. The thought of complete. Yes, I'm complete. I'm happy. What I have, what I'm doing, I'm okay with that. No regret, no remorse in their life. That the family, same thing. Look, the happiness what you feel when your whole family gathered together, and there is no quarrel in between those, and you look at them and you feel, oh, my family is complete. Everything is now good. That small moment, that happiness also comes from the practicing of Dhamma. Supreme Buddha says the purpose and benefit of tranquility is that bliss, happiness, feeling warm, like Ananda Bhante asked, uh, Sukham Panabhante Kimathyam Imani Sansam. Bhante, what is the purpose and benefit of this bliss? Supreme Buddha replied to him. Supreme Buddha said to him, Sukham ko ananda samadhatam samadhani sansam. Supreme Buddha said, the purpose and benefit of bliss is emotion, or you can say mindfulness, or concentrated state, concentration. That is there. That concentration comes after the tranquility and bliss. So, if you are practitioners of meditation, and sometimes you feel, I'm happy with what meditation I am doing, that moment, do not let anything interrupt your concentration. Strive more hard, practice more and more. Why? Because next stage is called jhana, the concentrated mind. Next thing you will find there is tamas. So remember, whenever you are practicing meditation, when you feel happy, when you feel joyful, then think, oh, the destination of jhana is very close by, very close now. Let me be patient. Let me be practice. Buddha says to Ananda Bhante, this happiness, this bliss, its purpose is called immersion or mindfulness or concentrative state or concentration. That is the uh, anisansa, benefit and purpose of sukha or bliss. Ananda Bhante asked again, what Bhante asked? Bhante, samadhi pan Bhante, kimatthyo kimani sanso. And what is the purpose and benefit of this immersion or mindfulness, concentration. What is the purpose of that? Supreme Buddha replied, Samadhi ko anand yatha bhuta jnana darsanattho yatha bhuta jnana darsanani sanso. Yatha bhuta jnana, it means what it is we see truly as it is. The knowing, truly knowing and seeing. So, simply that what we feel the happiness. So, what is the true happiness that the person sees? The craving, what is it truly that we understand? Whatever in this world is what we find, the true nature of that thing we understand through spiritual analysis. We do whole training, we learn everything in this world. We want to understand the purpose of this life, what we have gained. We try to understand that. What is the purpose of mine in this world? What I am doing here, that thing can be found here. Yathabhuta jnana. Truly, the thing, what it is, we understand, we look at as it is. There is no different things that you can see. You know, the knowledge and vision of things as they really are. That is the thing which we see after the jhanas. So keep concentrating. This yathabhuta jnana, it is a similar, uh, to understanding the first stage of enlightenment, like a sotapanna, because sotapanna person also understands that what is this truly. So, in a way, not exactly, that has a as following we can gain, but yathabhuta jnana as a sotapanna understands. Same way, the samadhi state also gives that understanding. Anand Bhante asks, Bhante, what is the purpose and benefit? Yathabhuta jnana dasanam panabante kimatthya kimani sansan. What is the purpose and benefit of truly knowing and seeing? Supreme Buddha says, Yathabhuta jnana dasanam ko ananda nibbidattam nibbidani sansam. Nibbida. Nibbida, it means coming to that state where everything is uh, given up, ready to give up. There is no attachment stays there. It's called dissolution. The attachment, what we have or what we have bound together, that thing we use it, nibida. Nibida is comes before viraga. Nibida is the that comes okay of no importance anymore in the life. This is not important anymore. Such a state, ready to give up, ready to renounce, ready to let it go. Such a thing comes there. Anand Bhante asked, Bhante, what is the purpose of this? Uh, Supreme Buddha said, Nibbida ko ananda viragani sansa. This passion, virag, that is the purpose and benefit of this enchantment. Virag, it's something uh, when you see the true nature of something, and previously it was very delighted to us, but now what we see in the true nature of this, what we do, we do not want it anymore. We do not like that anymore. So we give up that. Oh, I don't want it. That is state called viraga. There is no attachment. There is no wanting anymore. So this passion, giving up the idea of I want this thing. The false things what we have created. Oh, I needed this, I needed this, I needed this, I needed this. But once you understand there is no importance of those in our life, there is no necessary, that is not necessary of our life, what we do? We automatically give it up. Automatically, we lose the interest in that. That is called distraction, the viraga. So, viraga develops throughout the disillusionment. So, Bhante asked from Supreme Buddha, Anand Bhante asked, Viragopan Bhante, Kimatthyo Kimani Sanso. What is the benefit and purpose of distraction? Supreme Buddha replied, Virago ko Ananda, Vimutti Jnana Darsana to Vimutti Jnana Darsana Nisanso. The Viraga, the purpose of Viraga is knowledge and vision of freedom. Vimutti, liberation. Vimutti Jnana Darsana, the liberation, understanding, and realizing that liberation is there. That is the purpose of Viraga. So once we gain the Viraga, uh, then what is the next stage? That is liberation. So liberation is Supreme Buddha says, Virago Kwananda Vimuttani Vimutta Jnana Darsananto Vimutta Jnana Darsananto. This viraga, the dispassion. So dispassion toward regarding what? Regarding everything which bounds us in this world, in this cycle of constant birth and aging, death and suffering. That craving, that desire, you know, that passion, what has carried us here, viraga, dispassion from all these things, stopping this, all the things. Then Supreme Buddha said in a summarized way to the Ananda Bhante, Itiko Ananda, Kusalani Silani, Appati Saratani, Appati Sarani Sansani. Repeating all entire sutta in a way, Supreme Buddha says the benefit of uh, wholesome virtue, the word ethics, is a purpose to be having a non-regretful, no regret in their life. No regretful life has a purpose. The pamoja, joy. Pamoja is benefit for a rapture. A rapture is gives the person the tranquility. Tranquility has the sukha, the bliss. Sukha has the purpose of meditation, concentration, or emotion. Samadhi, the purpose of that is mindfulness, concentration. Concentration has the yathabhuta jnana darsana. Whatever the true nature we see and understand has that it is. Then nibbida. Nibbida, it means disillusionment. Next one is called viraga, dispassion. And dispassion has understanding of the true liberation. Dispassion gives liberation. Buddha says one by one, one by one. And in last, Buddha says, Itiko ananda kusalani silani anupupena aggaya parenti. So ananda, skillful ethics, progressively leads up to the highest. So this entire Dhamma path, where it begins from very small things. As in this world, these things people consider as not important anymore. Ethical, the virtuous things, like today you teach people, okay, about ethics. Do not kill anyone. They will say, I don't. So we live in this world. There is a big, what you call world, kill or get killed in something like that. So this is the world. If you say, oh, don't steal anything from someone, don't do those things, and then say, how can I earn? How can I do without stealing? How can I do without bribing? How can I do these things? They have all the reason behind that. If you tell the newcomers, that what we have will abstain from sexual misconduct, be faithful, and they will say, "Are you fool? This is 21st century. This is the modern world. This is the base of this society. How can I stop that?" They will give the result of that. You see, the world what we have created, it is not faithful anymore. So Dhamma begins from this thing. World say, "Oh, there is no need for that. I can meditate while doing all these things." But can they really progress in that? If the meditation has a one way, you have to walk that straight. There is no shortcuts to the meditation. If there is a shortcut, what you find, then it's not the meditation, it's the illusion. And we are not here for doing the illusion things. So understand, Supreme Buddha says, from the smallest things, this skillful ethics, the wholesome practice of virtue, which leads us upward and upward, higher level Dhamma. So in this very life, if we are able to keep this virtue, in this life, if we are able to practice these virtuous things, we understand the importance of these things. We strive whole life. We keep that in. We preserve it, and we will see one by one this anisans are starting to give you result. One by one, this you will see the whole sutta. Remember this, everything one by one, you will be getting it up to samadhi. Up to samadhi, you will be seeing that everything is coming to your mind. From the samadhi, then you will need a stronger health. From the samadhi, you will need a stronger concentration to attain the enlightenment. But once that happens, you are free from all the suffering. And whoever in this world was saying, it's okay to break everything. It's okay. Don't no need of precepts anymore. We have built a beautiful society. Just agreeing the consent if you give, or you are okay with everything. Your partner is okay with everything. Then, okay, no need to practice precepts and everything. Such a thing, such a people will stay in this sansara, continuously suffering, continuously getting birth and dying, aging and suffering. Constant the flow will be there. But the person who understands the importance of virtue, such a person, slowly, slowly practicing it, understanding Dhamma, he will walk toward liberation. And one day, that he will achieve. So be a person who want to be liberated. Be a person who want to live life not with the non-regret, without any regret and remorse. Be a person of that who follows the virtue, who follows the precepts. So try to investigate in your life. Do I want to be such a person who want that joy? Let me start in this. If you are practicing virtue, be happy for them. I am the person who is willing to attain enlightenment. So that's it. So Buddha says, this one small things lead up to the highest point. That is liberation. And that is the purpose that we went refuge to Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha. We pay respect to the Buddha for what? For showing us this enlightenment spark, giving us this beautiful Dhamma, giving us chance to walk on the footsteps of enlightened beings. So remember this sutta. It is very easy, very simple, but very difficult to practice. Enjoy this sutta. Okay? So may this sutta be helpful for all of you to develop this skillful ethics in your life. May this sutta be helpful for all of us to realize the Dhamma and discover the Buddha's message. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. I hope that you understand, enjoy the sutta. Any questions? If you have, please ask.
Cảm ơn Bundaya. Sorry, Bante. Can I ask one question, Bante?
Yes.
Bante, um, this illusion, this enchantment,
Yeah.
the nibbida and viraga, I understand it like nibbida is more like we are not paying interest. We are not interested in that anymore. Then the viraga is when we really let everything go. Am I correct, Bhakti? Yes.
Yes, yes.
Without nibbida. Nibbida is more like we are not interested anymore in all this sensual world.
We do not feel happiness in that. We do
Yeah.
not feel good with that. So, okay, we understand, okay, that is not importance anymore. So let it go. And then truly we are not craving for that. That is called viraga. It's passion. There is no craving anymore. There is nothing remains. Oh, I don't know. But it's not about in the family life. As you are living with a long time when we live at home. Oh, I don't want this family, something like that. That is not this thing. The husband, the wife, the kids, the home, our duties. Regarding those, if it comes, it's not at that. These should be come with the inner inside, what we feeling toward this world, like the eyes, what it sees, and what after that happens, we enjoy, we dislike. Regarding that, the nibbida should be there. The amusement, the enjoyment, or the hate, nothing affects on that time. That is called disillusion, right? Nibbida, and then truly nothing really affects on the person. Dispassion. That is called viraga. Um, if you see from the joy, rapture, tranquility, and bliss, it has a similar word, similar understanding. Uh, but um, it happens very quickly, very fast, and as because of the society that we have all gathered together. So, as soon as someone feel very happy, very comfortable, they feel in meditation. Oh, I have attended jhanas, but it takes time. There is a there is a sort of differences is there. So, uh, as it is all connected together, once someone has a tranquility rapture, then person will have the tranquility in a very short time. And as soon as the tranquility is there, this person will feel blissful. Immediately, this person will feel blissful. This blissfulness, when it goes a little bit further, then the jhanas come. In the same way, once the nibbida is there, this nibbida, if you are continuing that nibbida, automatically transforms to the viraga. But some of the time, when we feel the nibbida, after that we can come back also. It's for the short time of period, we lose the interest in that. But as soon as we get distracted, immediately we develop the passion again. So the nibbida is very important to attain the viraga. But once the viraga is done, then there is no returning back. The viraga is something that little bit steady because you have understand the truth. So the nibbida can be happen time to time in our life. We lose interest in something. Oh, I'm not interested in anymore. You can give the name called nibbida for that moment, but it does not mean that it will be transformed into the dispassion also. It won't be. But for the Dhamma, for the common world, worldly things, the nibbida can be happening that way. But for Dhamma, once you are practicing Dhamma constantly in the one single flow, Nibida always transform into the distraction. Nibida, that happens. Okay?
As a householder, Bante is very tricky with this Nibbida. I
It,
mean,
it is,
we have to perform our duty, but then at the same time, sometimes it's very hard to balance everything, Bante. Yes. So it's more like, but you
so
know, I understand that it has to be an internal quality. We have to perform our duty, but still internally, we still have that, you know, the idea of this you know this enchantment, like what Bante
yes.
has said, we have to be always mindful when we are in this world, looking, using our eyes, hearing things, and with all the
Not
sense.
always mindful, Linda. Not always mindful. Not always, because it will be very difficult to be mindful all the time. But like feeling worthy of, yes, I am a good person. I don't have any regret. I'm practicing meditation means balancing your day-to-day life with the Dhamma life, and that will lead to a Nibbida automatically.
Thank you.
Harry, you want to ask something?
Nabuday Bante. Very nice, Sutta. Um, I have a quick question regarding regrets, Bante.
Yes.
I know the fact that regrets, the Buddha says that is always associated with something negative, something unwholesome. Now, of course, the Sutta says that it's because of the ethics. So if anybody violates, right? So now, Bante, I am thinking that regrets. What about if somebody, let's say, violated the ethics, okay, and then he felt regretful. However, because of that regretful, he feels resentment, and then he realizes the mistake and wants to ask for forgiveness. Don't you think, Bante, that would lead to a better one? Because there are most of the bad, very unvirtuous people. On the contrary, after they did the bad things, they forget, and in fact, they are not um, rep- um, they don't know how to repent. They are not they don't know how to regret either, right? So just wondering if that would also lead to another way wherein it's more uh, um, positive, meaning thinking of his mistake and trying to ask for forgiveness. Thank you, Pat.
Harry, uh, Dhamma is for them who really want the liberation. Okay, so the person who want to be a good in their life means he want to go walk toward enlightenment. For that person, the regret comes. When for that person, this oh, I have done something wrong. Let me ask forgiveness. It's happened. But the person who is enjoying in this worldly life, who doesn't want to be liberated or doesn't want to escape from it, for that person, he's doing the regret is there or not doesn't matter for him, because that person cannot see, oh, I have done something wrong. Because the wrong thing, only person who want to escape from, who I want to achieve something happiness, for that person, the wrong thing will be there. But once someone asks the forgiveness, then there is always way to correct themselves. In the Buddha's time, a lot of monks have done wrong. People also done wrong, and they always go to the Buddha, ask forgiveness from him, and then their path continues. So in that way, we can do.
Yes, yes. Thank you, Bante, for
But for a
clarifying.
person who doesn't want anything, who doesn't want liberation, the regret, even the regret is there, it won't affect on him. Like for that, the person should be the human being to feel that regret, to feel that emotion. I have done something wrong towards someone. That that thing should be there in that person's mind.
Yeah. So, but
Okay.
I also, yeah, thank you, Bante. I also remember there was a time saying that if somebody is dying in the dead bed, okay, and then we should, I mean, the person should not have any regrets in life. So because that will take to the next. So,
Yeah.
so in this case, so this person should just forget about all the bad, everything, all the bad experiences and everything, and not to regret. Am I right, Bante? Before
Um,
go, before passes.
you know, for the dead person, who's a dying person, Buddha always mention uh, what in our last stage, what we do, we remember all the things what we have done something
Mhm.
wrong. Or giving forgiveness to that, oh, I have to do this thing, I have to do this. For such a person, Buddha says, ask someone to recite your good deeds. Recite your good deeds, what you have done in plan in this whole year. Remember that you have practiced atrocity. Remember you have went to the monastery. Remember these things and those things. This called pin the book of merit. So if someone have that, his mind will not drawn toward the regrets what he feel, but in his last moment, he will feel happy. I have done something this much good in my life. Why should I think something small what I have done? I already asked forgiveness for that. But at moment, if he hasn't asked the forgiveness of something, he can ask that forgiveness. Oh, I'm very sorry. I have done something like this, and I ask forgiveness for that. That will be okay also. So remember to it's- it is very easy for us to remember bad things. Very hard to remember good. If you have shout on someone, this person will always remember, oh, this person has called me, he has shouted me. But if you have said something, thank you very much, this person will forget next day. That thing will never happen, something like that. So remembering bad things is very easy. But remembering good things, good deeds is very difficult. So as a Dharma practitioners, what we should do? We should try to remember good things. Because in this world, as a human being, always something wrong, always something bad will happen to us. And if we remember everything what someone has done to us, we will just carry the baggage. Because immediate response of that wrong things will be with us also. So it is better to do good, better to remember good, better to practice to be aware of that goodness and just forgive everyone. Forget most of the things. Even what you have done, that also you should forget. Because once you have that idea, automatically your mind will be, oh, I should not do something wrong towards someone else. Because how I feel, that person also may feel the same way. Uh, similarly, you can say why the Buddha talked about generosity. Why the Buddha says about, oh, practice generosity in lot. Because generosity, if the person's heart is generous, then as we see our face, we look at our face in the mirror, what we do? We try to make it look more better. So all the creams, washing face, and looking good, comb our hair, and so all this is why? Because we have seen ourselves in mirror, so other person also see. The same person who wants to generosity, he also thinks, who enjoys in generosity, I want to make my generosity more beautiful, more worthy of that thing. And what it means? Virtue makes generosity more powerful. So, to make the generosity better, person practice virtue also. Same way, the Dharma, we should think of something good and make it more and more better. All the regrets and all those things will fall back because we are still, Harry, you and me, we are still in journey of this samsara. We have not escaped yet. So regret and remorse can be hold for a while once we can do the good.